Hi there, it's time to look at ICP price to see what are the whales doing through the Wyckoff lens. If you're new to my sessions, I'll cover the Wyckoff stages, the trend change risk, as well as key price levels. Let's start with the weekly chart of ICP. So ICP is currently still within the early stage of the accumulation cycle of Wyckoff. So last week we talked about ICP still going through the stage where the bulls are trying to set the trading range top. So during the accumulation cycle, it's usually a sideways trading period. And during this stage of automatic rally, the past 2 weeks that we are going through, we're still going through that phase. Basically, like I said, the players are trying to set the top. The top seems to be around the red key level of 4.52, okay? This week, the bulls tried to challenge that level, pushing the trading range top higher than what they did last week, but weren't successful, and the price is currently slightly down to the white support level. This white support level around $3.6 is where the bottom of the long-term playground of ICP is, okay? So after seeing the big picture, before moving on to the daily chart to see the details, what to expect next if you are new to my sessions is further testing stages during the accumulation cycle, meaning the price will go up and down between the trading range top set by the whales and then coming back down to test the previous support levels around the selling climax stage, meaning the panic over period. That's around $2.8. But then I also mentioned during October 10th, it showed us an even deeper test at $2. So those are, well, I would say the 2.8 is an expected thing to happen when the price comes down for further tests to check out paper hands. For the October 10th level at around $2.05, that's more of a pessimistic case. Not that this I would say this is the only occasion on October 10th, not in the history of ICP, that level has been tested. Alright, but if macro environment gets worse, the narrative shifts to somewhere else and people are still on risk-off mode, that purple line becomes more likely. Alright, so in the daily chart, we talk about the indicated breakout date that happened just a week ago. And after serious price surge with significant volume, when we look at the volume chart, we see continuous challenges that the bears are giving to the bulls, and they keep hammering the price down. At one point yesterday, the price went below the white solid line that we talked about at around $3.6. Fortunately, the bulls gather sufficient strength to push the price back to above that white solid line. And today the battle is still around that line. Looking at the volume, the bears seems to have a slightly upper hand, okay? And we already understand from the big picture, it's normal, even if the price comes down to challenge the red dash intermediate level of 2.82. Alright, so that's not much of a surprise. If it really comes down, if it develops into a new trend, we can draw a channel and estimate what are the potential trend change dates, like what we did over the past 2 to 3 months, or even all the way back to July last year. Alright, if you're interested to get access to these sessions 2 days earlier than the others, feel free to join the channel membership. That's all for ICP for now. See you in the next session for XRP.